quick. Okay. Hello, hello and welcome. It is Wednesday. It is this week, I can say it correctly, 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK, and we're broadcasting on the Amazon Live channel. And this is Surviving Live Stream Burnout. And I've just been talking with my co-host today. So let's go and have a chat in front of camera. So let's take this off and just remind ourselves that today is all about live streamer burnout in 3, 2, 1. And we're broadcasting on one stream live. And we'll say hello to my very good friend, Marco Nova. Hello, Marco.
Okay, this way. Hello, Stephen. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm up here.
Greetings from Portugal, and hello to all of us, all of you watching and listening to us right now, or if you pick the replay. It's a pleasure to be here again.
Yeah, if you're watching the replay, thank you. I'm just going to remove that. So we just got myself a Marco. 3, 2, 1.
There you go.
There we go. All good. Yeah, now we've been friends for many years. Many years. Too many to count, I think, really, in the live video. We started at the same time. And we're both on Amazon Live as Amazon Insiders. And in fact, you got me started there. You suggested for a few months that I should go live there, and eventually, I think I took your recommendation. I haven't looked back since. Been on there 2.5 years now, and you've been in over 3.
Yes, sure. I think. Yeah. Yes, I think I made 3 years in March. So I didn't celebrate because maybe I was too busy for that. But yes, I started back in 2021, March 2021. Yes.
Yeah.
Time flies, my God.
Well, that's a lot of broadcasts, and what we're talking about today is surviving burnout. And I suppose the place to start, Marco, is with a description of how you know, because the thing is, we don't always know that we have it. So I'm going to put this full screen for a moment. I'll just read through it. So these are the signs of burnout. Decreased motivation. We're going to talk about them in a minute. Physical exhaustion, emotional drain, decline in performance, and neglecting self-care. So those can affect any of us. It has to be said that I suppose enthusiasm is a key one, isn't it? But you and I normally enjoy broadcasting, but there are occasions when you're not quite in the mood.
Absolutely, and the thing is, and this happened with me often. And the thing is, if you are about to hit that go live button and you can't deliver that enthusiasm, that energy, maybe it's not the day for doing so. So I believe, and this is one of the things I like to talk, because besides talking about live streaming, I talk also about content strategy, and I mean other kind of content besides live streaming. And one of the things that people tend to ask is, how often should I publish? How often should I go live? Should I share a video? Should post on social media? And the question is, how sustainable can you be? Like, think about a long run of, for instance, 6 months. Within 6 months, how many times can you post a video? How many times can you go live? Thinking in this time lapse, because sometimes we think in the short term. This is why we see often these people, like suddenly they come to Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and they start posting. They post every 10 minutes, not seconds, minutes. And like suddenly, after 1 week, they completely vanish. And suddenly, 1 year after they will appear again, and this happens over and over again. I believe that you saw this. So the
Yeah,
thing is,
yeah,
we need to think about being sustainable. Like how, for instance, thinking about 6 months, do you believe that it's sustainable for you going live every day, 1 hour?
no.
So if
It,
not, keep it a little bit shorter.
I mean, I remember a time when I was when Amazon Live was flying, I was going live 10 times a week, and I've now cut back and I go live once a day because it's more manageable. Yeah, if you've got one main broadcast a day, then you can actually manage that. So 2 on Amazon, 2 on Facebook, and this one on a Wednesday, and that keeps you. But you have to have the enthusiasm for it. And when I saw this topic, I want to talk about this because this is so important. As Marco said, in pacing yourself. Yeah, you you don't want to go like a train at 100 miles an hour, and then, as Marco said, take a break for months, because that doesn't keep you in front of people. Because what you're trying to do is to become known, liked, and trusted. Let's go back to our little card for a moment, and we've actually done decreased motivation, and the other one is real, isn't it? We lead these days hectic lives, and we never stop. We never stop to do leisurely things, certainly during the week. And it is so important to basically, it's so important that you don't tire yourself out, because that is a sign. If you feel that you're exhausted all the time, then it is definitely time to take a break. Would you agree, Marco?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. And even before that, I think we should, and I think I already went through this burnout thing because it's easy, it's tricky. By these days, it's pretty easy to go over this because we see so many people. No, you need to work 26 hours a day. Oh, they only has 24. No, you need to work at night as well. So you need to work
Yeah.
10 days a week. BS. Okay, BS. You don't have to. There's no a secret number. There's nothing. The only thing that you should be, again, it's being sustainable. Look at you and think 1 year, and how many times can I go live? How many times I can do this? Many times can I do that? If, for instance, you run through a year and you believe, okay, it was pretty easy, so I can increase a little bit, I said, because otherwise this could be problematic. Because, and this is kind of a compliment or a extra ingredient that you should bring to this table. Don't spend that much time on social media. This is something, and also learn to put in perspective everything you see, listen, watch, whatever. Because there's this guru saying all the time, oh, my life is amazing because I've posted 10 million posts within a week, and then blah, 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 blah. The thing is, probably they have a team doing that for them. Probably they don't do that, that they are praising, because we know that as well. So many people praising things that they don't do, they praising things that they don't have, whatever. So this is one of the lessons we need to learn. Don't wait everything that we listen and see, because when we start comparing, this is one of the first things leading us to burnout. Because we will think that we are all the time behind them, or behind something that we don't even know what the hell it is. Okay, so it's important to at least filter things. like, okay, this could be his or her reality. Maybe they are doing this, but I'm not them. I'm Marco, I'm Steven, I'm Jose, I'm Mariah, whatever. So let me keep things adapted to me. And that's it. Maybe you can
Yeah,
learn. You can do some things. Yes, Steven.
indeed. You can get carried away. I'm just trying to go here, just a second. And I'm going to bring that over here. I love it when it works. 3, 2, 1. What have I done? Oh, this is live video. The joys of live video.
Yes.
I think this time I cracked it. No, I haven't. Let's go back here and go here. No, that doesn't work either. Just a minute. I'll be back.
Okay.
We will be back. I'm not going to move. If we get this sorted out, I'm not going to move anything ever again. Right. Okay. So we're back. So the physical side of it, you have to keep under control because you do want to. You're here for the long haul. Yeah. Rushing at things short term can make you feel good. You can buzz from doing it, but you need. Well, as we see later, you actually need to plan things out and restrict access. The other problem, of course, is that you don't always feel in the mood to broadcast live. You've got emotional situation. You've got factors outside broadcasting, which can affect how you feel. And we know that if you're there are times when you shouldn't broadcast live, Marco. And
yes.
I'm thinking in particular of when you're under emotional stress from something outside. And I'm
Absolutely.
trying to get. Okay, I'll get there in a second. My studio's gone slow. Sorry about this. Right, that's better. I'm not going to. My hands will not touch that mouse again ever. Yeah, emotional things from outside. Emotional because you're tired. Emotional because you had an argument with somebody. Emotional because you've just had some news which has just darkened your mood. And the emotional side of things, we have no control over. We can control our logical brain, but we can't control our emotional brain. And emotions are part of us. That's what separates us from the animal kingdom. We can show, and we do show emotions, and we feel things, don't we?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the thing is, there's this thing about live streaming that is risky, having in mind what we are talking about, because we never know what may happen. Okay. So it's kind of problematic. And also, we never know who's watching us. And this is something that we should have in mind as well. Because let's think about this. You're doing a live streaming, it could be kind of emotional because of something. And suddenly there's someone who likes you and is watching you, or and who likes you, like, and we can talk about business perspective, someone who's listening to you and saying, this person could be interesting to work with me, whatever. And suddenly it comes someone else that wants to ruin what you're doing. And this could happen, okay? It doesn't happen often, at least to me, but the thing is, it may happen. And one of the things you should be aware is sometimes it's better to prevent things than deal with them. Okay, so you're in an emotional state of mind, and someone comes to ruin your mood, and because you're not with that peace of mind to deal with that easily, you start arguing, or you start crying, whatever, and then that person that was listening or watching you interested, I don't know.
Well,
So There's one thing that I really love, which is you should always be pretty careful choosing the battles you want to fight. And this applies also to these situations. Like, is this a good day for me to go live? I'm in the right mood with the right emotions to go live. What if this happened? I'm good to deal with that. If not, maybe you can write a blog post. You can plan the next live shows. You can go to the previous live shows and shop them to make content to other platforms. There's so many things you can do besides going live. And or you can go for a walk. You can go, if it's easy for you, can go to the beach. It's one of my favorite spots.
Well, yeah. I mean, I've got a favourite spot too, which is walking in the countryside. You need a favourite spot, somewhere you can go to actually change your mood. And when you're declining performance, and this happens gradually, you basically, if you are broadcasting regularly, you'll get to a stage where, if you look at, say, broadcasting 5 times a week, Monday through Friday, and you get Monday, you've had a weekend off and you're up for it and you're going to go for it. Tuesday, less so. Wednesday is one stream, so I'm always up for it. But Thursday and Friday, if you go and look back at what you did earlier in the week, you're just not in the same mood. Yeah. I mean, today's broadcast, because Marco's here and we're chatting together, I was up for this from the moment that Marco said he would join me. And it is important to basically watch what you're doing and don't let your standards go. Because what we're talking about, when we're broadcasting like we are doing now, we have to set a pretty high standard for people to actually be attracted and watch and listen. Once those standards start to drop, and then it's you going around in ever decreasing circles. What you want to maintain a level. As soon as you sense that you're not at that level, take a break. Would you agree?
Absolutely. And there's this lesson we need to learn, because sometimes I think we took ourselves too serious. And sometimes we think that if we don't go live, people will miss us. They will start crying everywhere. Like, where is Marco? Where is Steven? I need so much to watch them. Where are they? No, they don't. Okay. So this is something that we should be aware. Also, it's not the end of the world if we don't go live as often as we think we should go. And and I made some notes before this conversation started. There's one thing that we should be really realistic. Let me be redundant about this, is before even starting going live or creating our content, one of the things we should do is to set properly expectations, because this could be also a problematic thing. Like, we may think, okay, I'm starting going live and business will start coming to me like crazy. People will love me from the very first moment. This will be amazing. I will have hundreds of viewers, hundreds of dollars every day by business and blah, blah, blah. The thing is, probably it won't happen. Okay. This is part of the game. Like, things will take time to happen, probably. So have that in mind, because this could lead us to that gamer cycle. Like, okay, I'm not getting business because maybe I should go often and longer live, and then instead of 30 minutes, I start doing live shows 1 hour, and then instead of 5 times per week, I start going 10 times per week. And then we realize we are starting under delivering. We are starting getting frustrated, upset, tired as well. And that we are again with that gamer syndrome. Like, I want to go live to more often and longer to get better business things, whatever, and get more viewers and get more people to engage with me and whatever. So this is the first thing you should be realistic, is setting expectations, because otherwise you may get frustrated, and this will lead you for sure to this burnout as well, because you will start over working, over thinking, over acting, reacting to everything, and this could be really problematic, because I believe that this could be one of the problems that happen again. And I think this happens also because of comparison. I can't stress enough for me how important it is to avoid it, because sometimes you see influencers, for instance, influencers with thousands or hundreds of thousands or even millions of followers acting, engaging, and these kind of things. But the thing is, maybe how can I say, they have different reasons for them to follow them that should be not be your reasons for that, for to want to get followers. Maybe there's something they have that you don't, or you have and they don't, that could cause you. One of the things I've learned during my journey is that, and this goes again to what I mentioned before, I never know who's watching me. So sometimes it's enough to have 1, 2, 3 viewers, because maybe one of that 1, 2, 3 viewers could be that person that will want to make business with me. And this happened to me often, like getting a DM and someone saying, "Oh, I want to work with you." And I said, "I never heard about you. How do you want to work with me?" Because the content was there, I was delivering it, I was kind of, and this is again, even though sometimes, and this could be a reason to burn out, is we get this frustration because we start a live streaming and few people watching us. The thing is, sometimes it's better to have one person watching us than having 10 millions, because sometimes they are not there to be our customers or whatever. They are there just to applause and to, I don't know, because they don't have that much to do. So this is something that we should have in mind as well. And I can't stress enough these 2 important things. 1, set properly expectations. 2, be pretty careful in comparing yourself to someone else, because this could lead you to these situations of burnout by working too much, waiting too much on this. Oh, I'm not getting that viewers, comments, shares, whatever. Oh my God, I'm a mess. I'm a zero. And sometimes, and one of the things you should have in mind as well is that it takes time. And if you don't breathe, this is like a marathon. Let's put this, I think this is a good analogy. Do you think that if you start running a marathon in the pace of a 100-meter race, you will finish the marathon? I will leave it there.
Now, what would happen is that very quickly, you'd actually burn out.
Absolutely.
And good analogy, great analogy. Anyway, I finally switched the chat on, and
oh, we have Alec. How are you?
From Alec. Hi, Marco. Hi, Stephen. Hello, Alec. And the next message, I forgot to do this last week as well. Do either of you do batch recordings to be efficient to avoid burnout? I don't do recordings as such. I've got to say, I'm actually live. Marco.
Yes, my content comes mostly from live shows. Okay, then I believe we will cover this a little bit later about repurposing content. But the thing is, Most of my content, it should be above 95%. It's from live shows. So I don't tend to, but I should. Let me share. Let me say it. I should.
When we did the 7 people on screen, that was actually repurposed, wasn't it? The recording. Yeah. So that's the only sort of time that we get involved is actually doing snippets. And we say hello to
Mujib. I believe.
Hello, Mujib. Nice to see you. And back to Alec. And Alec is saying, as a side hustle to a full-time job, how much can you reasonably commit to live streaming to avoid overload and burnout? It's a good question, isn't it? You know, when you see people reading the question on TV and they read it twice because they're thinking about their answer, or they're actually filling in.
Well, right, okay. There's a Spanish region, which is the one that it's closer to where I live. And when I mean closer, it's really closer, around 20 miles away from where I live. And there's a saying that you never know what they are thinking. Like, there's this thing that the other Spanish people tend to say about them is that you never know if they are coming or going. So there's one thing that they when you ask to someone from Galicia, which is the place and they have these Celtic roots as well, like where I live. There's this thing when you ask a question like to get a straight reply, they never reply to like yes or no, blue or white, or black or white, whatever. They will tend to say it depends. So the thing is, I believe that, and this when you get the right flow to live stream, I believe with 1 hour per day, and again, it depends on what you want to do. Okay, again, if you do more, probably you will get results faster if you do this. But I believe with 1 hour per day, you can start getting results. Like 15 minutes for setting up like thumbnails, intros, or because, for instance, right now, and I believe you should have the same flow. For instance, for going live on Amazon, I have set it thumbnail, so usually I have the same. If we have a special season or a holiday, I can come up with a new thumbnail. But usually, for instance, I have Monday deals, favorites, findings. I have Tuesday deals, finding, favorites. So I have the same thumbnail. I just switch them all over. I have also the descriptions setting. And for that, Stream Deck, it's an amazing tool. Let me know your thoughts about it, Stephen. I think it's an amazing. And let me share this with you. I believe that Stephen may have this experience as well. I was a little bit skeptical about Stream Deck, like, because when everybody's saying, oh, it's amazing, sometimes as a good Portuguese, I'm skeptical about it. So I came to a kind of moment that the road, it's kind of pushing you to go to Stream Deck. And I said, okay, let me try. The thing is, I bought the 15-key Stream Deck, and within, I don't know, maybe in the worst scenario, 6 months, I bought the 32 keys Stream Deck because the 15 was too small for me. So I believe that with 1 hour, let me not put this daily, 1 hour per live show, which means if you go live daily, you need 1 hour. If you go live every other day, you need 1 hour. I believe with 1 hour, like 15 minutes preparation, 45 minutes live, I believe it's a good number to get some good results. Again, and this is something that I like to mention as well, because there's this thing, and I don't like to be simplistic. I like to be simple but not simplistic. There's no this saying, oh, consistency is key. It's key if you have the other things that are needing are a need to make consistency work. Because, for instance, if you go live every day, but you don't look back to your live streams, and you don't see, okay, I can improve this. Instead of talking about this topic, I can talk about the other topic because it's more, how can I say, hot. It's more, in this context, it's better. So I believe this consistency is good if you look back and you evaluate, you improve, you keep doing it. This is key. If you don't do, like for instance, I was going live, or Steven, every day, just hitting the go live button, and we will stay like this the whole live show. Every day. We could be called consistent. Were we getting results? I doubt it.
Well, no, there is the thing that you can go live too much, and you've got to keep things under control. Now we're going to move over. I'm going to remove that from the stream. And final comment from Alec, and then we'll switch, which will appear now. In general, what's your target customers' age group, except in product sales on Amazon? Okay, my target age range has lowered today for the simple reason that Marco and I are together. So I don't think, I think you can. If you become, let's going to remove that. The thing is that you cannot determine your audience. What you can do is to put out content which draws people in, which attracts people. And you'll find out basically who is watching you if you can find the metrics somewhere. Who's watching you? I mean, I wouldn't broadcast about hip hop. I don't know anything about it. And my target market is not the hip hoppers. Likewise, it's not the jazz as well. There are things which I can broadcast about. Just show me the topic and I'll research it and then go live. But I don't have a fixed target market in apart from being over 18, I suppose. That is the 18 to 99 is my target market. I'm not focused on selling a particular service or product. I'm generally here to help people do what Marco and I are doing today, which is to go live broadcasting and enjoy it. So my target market, to answer your question directly, is 18 to 99. Marco.
As you said, the age for me, it's not as important as, for instance, the role or what they are seeking for. Okay, because we may find someone that has 30 or 35 in a role that may lead him or her to come and ask, for instance. And I believe this could be the average age from people that hires me, should be like for 35, 45 years old. But the thing is, it's also a matter of how what I say resonates with their needs, their language, because sometimes we forget this, that before they are in business, they are the CEO, the vice president, or whatever. They are persons, okay? And for instance, I believe one of the things that may get people to hire me is the fact that I love to laugh while I'm live, okay? I had people recognizing me in real life because they heard my laughter, and they said, "Oh, this is the guy from the live shows." Just because of that. Okay, so we should have also this choice, like, okay, I'm gonna be, and this bring us again to this topic, which is important as well, about being kind of authentic and being consistent with this, is the fact that we should embrace the fact that not everybody will like us, and we should not put effort on that. So if we are consistent on the way we deliver our message, it doesn't matter if you are kind of more a joker like myself or a little bit more serious. It doesn't matter. It's you. We do things because there's like, we like to say, okay, let me do the, okay, let me put this in another way. There's always the right foot to the right shoe. Okay, so sometimes we think that, oh, let's make this kind of this entertaining mood because I believe people will love that. Some yes, some don't. Some they want someone a little bit more serious, and that's okay. So this is something that we will kind of filter just because we work and we do things the way we are. Okay. Let me give you another analogy. Back to those, how can I say, those, I don't call them reality shows. There was a singers reality show. Let me call it like that. That they started with, for instance, 12 people, and then they keep going till they found a winner, not a loser. And the thing, each show they tend to grab a music and sing their own way to present in the show. Okay, so we tend to see during the week the rehearsal, and they were preparing the song to the show. I think it was on Saturday, Sunday, whatever. And they had these teachers like helping them to sing, the voice trainer, the interpretation trainer, whatever. And some they tend to change the whole song to get a new version. And this caught my ear. And one of the interpretation teacher told them, just the fact that this music, this song will have your voice, will make it a whole new different song. So you don't need to kind of reinvent the wheel to make this song to look different on you. And I believe this is something that we should think about as well. Oh, I'm not doing this like that because he's doing like that. I want to make it completely different, or the opposite, because it's working with that person. I will make it exactly the same because it will work as well with me. Probably not, probably yes, who knows? The thing that I know is that it's more sustainable to do things as you, as I do, as Steven does, because I believe if you look back to when we started, Steven and I, 5 centuries ago, I'm sure that you will find things that are completely different. For instance, my gear, Steven's gear, but I'm pretty sure that the essence will remain there. And this is something that we should have in mind. We should improve all the time, okay? Because another thing is, I really believe, I don't know about you, Steven, but I really believe that if we look to a live show or a video today, and we look to the same person and back to 5 years ago, or even 1 year ago, and we see everything the same, we don't like it, because we like to see improvements in lights, how that person behaves in camera, but the essence, that thing, if he or she laughs, if there's some things that we want to keep the same all the time, but we want to see also some differences.
Yeah. I mean, the essence of all this, and the reason for going live is you want to meet and greet people. You want to get to know people. You want them to get to know you. And basically, you've got to have a plan. If you've got a plan, then it's easier for you to do things. Okay, my plan is Monday and Tuesday are Amazon, Wednesday is here, Thursday is Blabbing for Britain, and then every other Friday it's Angelica. That's my week, and that's my plan, and that's what I work to. I don't stray. That's my focus is on those broadcasts, and that works for me. We all have different ways of doing things, and it's to us that's the right way. It's the best way to do it, the one that suits us. As Marco said earlier in the broadcast, don't copy other people, because that is additional stress. And one of the things that we can do without in today's world is stress. If you start comparing yourself to other people, then you're bringing down on your shoulders a heavy weight that you don't actually need. Just be yourself. Go live when you want. That's the thing that you can do to get out of burnout. We all work too much. That's basically part of our nature. But if you can slow down, set yourself a plan everything, not the minute details, but sort of a high level plan of what you're going to do in the week. Okay. And basically, if you don't want to burn out, and this is why I do Amazon, I do OneStream, I do Blabbing and Ask Angelica, all of those are different topics. So I'm not talking about the same thing every day. There was a time when I used to do 10 Amazon lives a week, and I was doing a job. It was a day, and it became my day job. And that is where the difficulty comes in. Basically, what you don't want to do is for everything that you do on live video to become mundane. Okay, as soon as you get trapped into a situation where you wake up one morning, you think, I really don't want to go live today. You could change things. You can change gear. You can actually start to plan and look forward to your broadcast. And the important thing is, Marco said earlier that what happens when you stop broadcasting? Well, I know what happens when I stop broadcasting because we went to Australia. And I couldn't possibly broadcast from Australia because I couldn't broadcast when we're in Australia because of the time differences.
Yes.
We were in Brisbane, which is 10 hours ahead of us. So if I'd been broadcasting daytime Brisbane time, would have been nighttime Europe. It would have been, well, when I say nighttime, I mean after 11 o'clock at night. It just wouldn't work. So I took 2 weeks off, more than 2 weeks off from broadcasting. I came back refreshed. And it's the same approach at the weekend. I don't broadcast live on desktop at the weekend. Basically, I might broadcast on mobile using my gimbal, but I do not broadcast on desktop at the weekend. What I do with Angelica is we go Saturday mornings is a park run. And that's a total different change of pace. And that's out in the fresh air. Because Marco, you a footballer. You're my footballing friend.
Well, sort of.
Yeah, there's a change of tempo.
Absolutely, and thank you so much for bringing this, because this is really important. Covering this thing, because, and this it's not just for live streamers, because before the COVID come, this was already something, but after COVID come, this is even more important, because home office, home working, it's awesome, it's great, but it has, as every coin, it has the other side that we should talk about as well. It's a really lonely thing most of the times, okay? Most of the times we are working without talking with anyone. Maybe we can be replying some emails, some which may put us in bad mood. But the thing is, we tend to spend too many time alone. without talking with anyone, without sharing thoughts, sharing frustration. Sometimes it's good to buy like, oh, I'm not good today, just to kind of relieve ourselves. So it is important to go out to play sports, to be with people, to go to a cafe and have a drink with someone, to talk, at least to grab the phone and call someone to talk. But if you can kind of put the physical side of the things, it's even better. And these collective sports like our, and when I mean our, I talk about the English invented football.
Oh, yeah.
Handball, volleyball, whatever. As long as it has team thing that you, besides, at least try to get in better physical shape, but the social side of these sports, they are pretty important. So this is something that you should be in mind as well. Going to the gym is good, but sometimes even more important than going to the gym, it's to talk with someone else, to talk about wherever. And sometimes we tend to go, oh, I need this intellectual high conversation. No, you don't. You need to talk with someone. You need to go watch a light movie, a comedy. Okay, because I think sometimes life it's heavy enough to you that you can kind of don't be too demanding in these things.
We need lighter moments. We need diversions. And I want to say, Mark and I would like to say thank you for watching us live today. It's going to come up on screen in a minute. And a question from Alec. I'll take Alec's question now. So how many hours do you spend planning, delivery, and repurposing your show portfolio, Stephen? That's a direct question, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
There's no other Stephen here.
Okay, I'll give you the direct answer. This show today is my focus of the week. Okay, Amazon takes care of itself because it's actually, I'm telling my stories and saying what happened over the weekend about the park run and everything, but it's all set up. Plumbing for Britain is a team event with three of us discussing what's going on in our lives and what's going around the UK. Ask Angelica. Angelica does all the preparation. She gets the German sentences ready. She does the translation. All I have to do is turn up and polish my German beforehand. I don't rehearse either. But this show today, I get to know the topics weeks in advance. I'm told by OneStream, basically, these are topics we'd like to talk about. And I'm faced then with talking about things I know nothing about and talking about my passions. So you're going from things I've got to learn about to things I already know about. And today's topic is one I already know about, and Marco too. But this show is special. I start preparing on a Tuesday morning. I'm going to tell you now, I actually go off to ChatGPT. Don't tell anybody. I go to ChatGPT and I type in the topic of the show and I say, can you tell me about? And it's the best place to go. I would never run a show from ChatGPT. I wouldn't put out any major content from ChatGPT, but for getting a running order for a live broadcast, ChatGPT is worth it. And Alec and I have spoken about this before. And then having got information, I do searches on the web Tuesday afternoon and get together and read. If I don't know about the topic, I've got to learn about it. And then Wednesday morning, the show card arrives with the text and everything. I just create this broadcast, and then at the appointed hour, which is 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK, I go live. And today, I'm live with Mark. Right, and next question. And we're doing well today. OneStream, not screen share future. Please update. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I will pass that information on to OneStream. not screen share future. Can you? Oh, right. Okay. If you are on the free versions, then I don't think that everything that we can do is actually included there. And I think with no answer, yeah, I've got an answer for you. Right. We are very fortunate to be able to use this system today. I've got to tell you, the way that I got AppSumo I got OneStream was on an AppSumo deal, and I paid a one-off fee rather than a monthly fee, and I've been using it now for 4 years. If you're looking to save, you're not going to get facilities we've got on a free page, on a free broadcasting system. It doesn't happen. It can't happen. The companies who run these have to make money. You make money. You work, or you work for yourself, or you work in a business. You earn money. The people who provide this software have got to earn money as well. We can't have everything for free. You have to pay. We have to pay. Yeah. The only way you can do this for free is if you are a guest on a show. And I've got a story to tell about that. I've been doing Blabbing for Britain. This week is episode 419. Doing it for over 8 years.
God.
My good friend, thank you. My good friend John Upton has been broadcasting with me for the last 8.25 years, and he hasn't spent a penny, a cent. So it can be done, but free apps, I don't think so, Marco. What do you think?
Well, there's someone said once that the result you will get as a business will be related to the amount you're willing to spend to get your business to work. So if you are only relying on free products or free software, whatever, it will be tough. Because, and we should think about this. How serious are we about our business? If we don't want to invest on it, and I'm not saying about this about anyone in particular. This is not. But the thing is, I sometimes I see it here in Portugal a lot, like people with business that they ask me how much I charge for my work, and they, oh, you're too expensive, whatever, blah blah blah, and then they don't want to spend money on their business. But for instance, they have a huge expensive car. They go out on vacations to fancy destinations, spending lots of money. They go out dinner or lunch to expensive restaurants. So I think we should be kind of serious about how much effort we are putting in our business. Like if we want just to use free products, free software, free everything, probably the results we will get in return will be in the same proportion. This is something that we should think. If we want to invest, this probably will. It doesn't mean that if we just buy expensive things to our business, we will get amazing results. That's not the point. But the thing is, sometimes we need to go that extra mile to get the best results. Like, for instance, most of these platforms, you only get the branding kit in the paid version. So I believe it's good to look at a live stream or a content with the logo from that company instead of the logo of the live streaming platform. For instance, to give a short example, at the beginning, I believe it's okay, but if you want to go serious, you should invest. There's no other way for me to get and to be seen as someone which is doing business in a serious and dedicated way without willing to invest.
Totally. And on those very wise words, Okay, I'm just checking my microphone's on. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It is. It is.
Okay. So I want to say thank you for watching us today. And those are the tips down below. I just put them a big screen at the moment. We always put together an agenda for a broadcast, and I'm just going to quickly run through it. Just in summary, if I read the first bit, if I read 1 to 7, can you read the rest, Marco?
Okay, now I can. I
Right,
think
okay.
you have to number 11, but no problem.
You're like me. You always you paste with a page of text, you can spot the error straight away. Right. Okay. If you want to get through burnout, then you've got to make sure you're getting adequate sleep. You need a good night's sleep. You need to eat well. You need to eat balanced meals, and you need to drink lots of water. I'm guilty of not drinking enough water every day. Anga's always telling me to drink more water. Take regular breaks. I wouldn't do a 3-hour broadcast without saying, I'm just going to take a 10-minute break. And the other thing is, we've talked about a little bit, is engage in relaxation techniques, whether that's outdoor sports or walking or jogging or running or cycling. And the other thing you can do, and I'm trying my best to do, is to limit the time I spend on screen.
Awesome. And another thing's important, setting realistic goals. Okay, so don't think that the very next day you will first hit the go live button, you will get hundreds of viewers and whatever. Also create boundaries. Okay, sometimes it's good to I don't praise that quantity. It's also quality enemy, not at all. Okay, but sometimes we need to think, okay, less it's more. Sometimes this is not a rule, but sometimes it is. Diversify content. And when you were talking about this, Stephen, I saw myself some months ago when I was doing on Amazon Live as well. Sometimes we tend to repeat the carousel, and this is what's so boring to me. So it's good to diversify the content, delegate tasks. And when we talk about this today, the good thing is that there are so many AI tools that could help you in this. For instance, if you don't have the budget to hire someone to do things for you, you can do it for a fewer monthly fee, having nice tools to repurpose your content, for instance, to bring ideas. There's no any sin on asking ChatGPT, give me find good topics to talk about in a live streaming show. There's no problem with that. Nobody will be upset with you. And also practice time management. It's important too. One of my main goals when I'm doing whatever is to find the best way to get the better output with the fewer input. There's always every time I'm doing something, I'm figuring out how can I do this in less time, fewer time. This is one of my this, and I'm a little bit maniac about this, is how I can do this with fewer time, and we of course without oh my god, I forgot the word.
That's okay.
Without compromising the result.
My camera, I'm going to be back. I'm back now. Sorry, Marco.
Okay.
Right. Marco, it's always a pleasure when we actually broadcast.
Absolutely.
Together.
Likewise.
I enjoy it so much. And we enjoy your company. So say thank you to Alec, and thank you everybody who's actually watched this live. And we will be back. But
yes,
we will be back. We always are. We're live wherever you find us. Take care, everybody. Marco, final word from you.
Well, take care. Keep watching Steven's show because he's always bringing nice topics. enjoy this live streaming, because I can't say enough about live streaming. The better things that brought to me, besides the business perspective, is learning and friendships. So think that these are good things. So don't ruin these good sides because you think that you have the world needs you to go live 24 hours per day, 7 days per week. They don't. Okay. Enough. It's enough. And enjoy this experience.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye bye.
We're going to disappear in 3,